Joining us on the show now, we have Mr. R.C. Bhargava, who will talk to us about what's worked, what's not worked. Welcome to the show, Mr. Bhargava, and always a pleasure to speak to you. My first question coming to you is, domestic sales volumes have dipped in the second quarter. How much of this has actually been due to customer deferring purchases in anticipation of the GST rate reduction on small cars, and has the new rate already started to translate into higher sales and fresh bookings?
After the 15th of August, there was a big impact on the dispatches to dealers because customers were waiting to see whether prices would come down, and they had to wait till the 22nd of September. And dealers also, there was a question of how the cess and the sales tax, cess actually would be adjusted. The dealer stocks were full. The retail sales were not happening because people were waiting for the prices to come down. So all of that affected the dispatches of cars to dealers. It's only when the 22nd came and there was a huge rush to sell cars, and retail sales jumped to record levels in that period, that the whole movement is restarted.
Mr. Bhargava, if we see the margins and profitability, we're talking about some bit of a dip at some aspects. What has led to this kind of a dip?
Margins always vary from quarter to quarter. It's never possible for margins to move in a straight line, either up or down. And this keeps happening because various factors influence margin. Material costs, international prices of various commodities, the foreign exchange movements, the market situations for which determines the amount of promotions and things you have to do. And like this, things keep changing. So it's not a, surprising thing that in one quarter margins move up, in the next quarter the margins move down. This is a natural every year event.
Okay. Let's talk about your smaller car sales segment as well. Very strong is what the numbers do indicate. Retail sales have grown by 30% in the month of October as well, Mr. Bhargava. 70% of your cars are produced in that 18% GST rate bracket. What will this then do to your market share from here on?
The retail market share has gone up, I think, in October by over 2%.
Okay, so that's the retail business that you're talking about. What about your exports? They have been very strong this time around. What's the target then looking like for FY26?
No, we are still far from 50%. So, but if this strong performance of small cars continues, then the market share will go up and we'll get closer to our target of 50%.
Okay, so you are looking at a target of 50% from here on, but probably that will come in earlier than anticipated. Apart from this, if you could also give us a timeline, by when are you expecting?
We have to wait and see how the market continues to work. The Suzuki's plan, midterm plan, of course, has a date of 2031. But that's not necessarily the deadline.
Okay. Apart from this, we did mention about the export numbers earlier. The highest ever quarterly exports that we've seen, which has actually provided a significant boost to revenue. So which are the markets which have driven this growth, and is this high export volume sustainable in the coming quarters?
Very much sustainable, because I think we have announced even earlier that we intend to take the exports to somewhere like 750 to 800,000 cars by 2031. Last year, we were little over 300,000 cars. This year, the target is 400,000 cars, and we are likely to exceed it and get to maybe around 420,000 cars.
Okay, talking about exports as well, with this kind of a number, what is e-Vitara looking like? How much have you exported right now, and what is the target number?
E-Vitara has just started. So far, we've exported 7,000 cars out of 200 odd thousand cars which were exported by the end of September.
Okay, and any target that you have in mind?
There's a target for the whole year for e-Vitaras. I think, I don't remember the exact number, but probably be around 30,000 or so.
Okay, so 30,000 is what you're looking at approximately. Now, despite a dip in domestic volumes, your revenues have risen. So what's the kind of year-on-year change that you've seen in the average selling price? And how much of the revenue growth has actually been attributable to the richer product mix, wherein we're talking about higher contribution from SUVs versus the price hikes?
You know, the SUV market has been growing. Our production of SUVs has been growing so far. And those are higher priced cars, and therefore the average price has been going up. But going forward, if the share of smaller 18% cars uh, goes faster, then don't look to see the average car price going up.
Okay, so that's with regards to the pricing. Mr. Bhargav, last question that I want to ask you is three things about Maruti that investors should actually watch out for from here on, or maybe anyone should watch out for.
See, one, Maruti's portfolio has a very large percentage of small cars. Only one other car company has a similar portfolio of small cars versus bigger cars. Most companies don't have this kind of small car portfolio. We are just starting on the e-cars. Several companies have a large percentage of e-cars in their portfolio. We have a very large portfolio of CNG cars. No company has this kind of a volume of CNG cars. We have a very large export business, by far the biggest from any other company. So these are all factors which make us different from others.